Hello, good afternoon, this is Diecast Loon. I hope you're all doing well, and I enjoyed immensely making that other video the other day of the Nova Gasser wagon. Very little time to build when you're not spraying the cars. So I thought I'd do another one, and this is another casting that I quite like from the mainline. Again, a bit more tampoed than the other one. I'm not using to the cars that are heavily tampoed, but this one's okay because I'm a big Mopar fan anyway. So it's got, as you can see, 426 cubic inch on the side and Hemi and RT and all that good stuff. And so I think I'm going to do the same to this as I did to the Nova. Obviously it's not a gasser, but a quick strip, pick a colour for the interior, probably go with a lighter blue for the interior, I don't know yet, and just give it some details on the outside, maybe find a nice set of wheels for it, do the blower belt, but I don't know. Let's get it apart and go from there anyway. So 2 seconds, and there it is. So quickly, so like I said earlier, I don't know, I think I'll go with a lighter blue interior, and don't know, let's see. So the first thing is to pull off these wheels and try and find a set of wheels to appropriately go in this place. I've got some half decent real rider wheels here at the minute, so I can probably see what they look like. But anyway, I'm gonna pick out some wheels and get some colour on this interior. So there's the base, the interior colour that I'm going to go with. Sort of a lighter blue, almost the same colour blue, funnily enough, as the car. And that wasn't on purpose, but that's the colour I've gone with nonetheless anyway. So now I've just got to clean up around the edges a little bit and paint that blower belt, do a little bit of detail to the engine, do some light detail. And the wheels I'm going with are these 5-spoke wheels, which fit the back nice. It's a little bit blurry here for some reason. Let's move the stuff out of the way a sec. My camera's trying to pick up on the stuff in the background, sorry. Yeah, the backs fit fine, but the fronts don't, so I'm going to have to cut these and put a new axle on. So that's fine, and I'm thinking of spraying these as well, because I'm not quite happy with the colour grey. But so that's the next thing, I think, is to give the wheels a quick coat of paint and a new axle on the front. And a quick shout out to Danny Diecast. Here you go, Danny. What do you think of my new cup? I've got that off my young boy for Christmas, as I like Ghostbusters. So here's to you, Danny. Quick shout out to Danny's Diecast. Sip of my tea, and let's get these wheels detailed. And there it is, all done, all detailed and painted up, and all the bits I want to do to it are done now. I just got to assemble it and glue it, which I will do in a second, but I just thought I'd go run through the car. So the car, I've done nothing to the outside. Oh, I'm going to put a little bit of silver paint on that briefly in a minute, but that's about it. I've not done nothing to the actual outside. I've gone with these wheels instead, which don't look very much at the moment, but they look good, I think, when the car's test fitted together. As I just wasn't feeling the real riders. I thought they're nice wheels, but I'm going to save them for another project. And there's the interior. It's just had a coat of blue, some rear detail lights, and little intake there for the blower and the blower belt. So with that, I will stick it back together, and I'll see you in a minute. And there it is, all put back together. And yeah, it's not turned out too bad. It's actually better than I thought. When I first decided to do this car, I didn't think it was going to be, you know, as good as the gasser that I did, but actual fact, I think it's slightly better. Mind you, depends on how you like the wheels, that is. I mean, I like these wheels that are on it. It's with the white lines, it sort of gives it a sort of proper period correct sort of wheels, even though they are big and smalls. So it's got that sort of hot rod look to it with a sort of classic look at the same time. But so we'll just take a closer look so you can see the interior is pretty much the same colour now as the car, just obviously with the dark windows you don't really see it properly. And then obviously you've got the wheels, and on the front we've got, you can see I've managed to do the intakes of the blower. Just got a bit of light issue going on here. Pretty much spot on, there's even little gaps in between. So the intakes to the blower is done in red. The blower belt, there's a little bit of fluff stuck to it unfortunately, but the blower belt is black. It was a spot on paint job, but I somehow got a little bit of fluff stuck to it. Some little lights down there on the bottom are lit up or painted up, and then obviously on the back we've got the rear lights have been done, and a little bit of underneath detail and the K member and stuff. I've got a little bit more to do to it, but you've got to sort of layer this stuff on, so I've got a little bit of tidying up to do there. But other than that, I think it looks pretty cool. Door handles are done. Fuel cap is chromed, but not too much, pretty much on the marker where the cap would be. So like I said, I'm quite pleased with it. And again, this hasn't taken long. Like I said, it was just a case of again, this was about not even 2 hours with this one. It was a lot, it was even simpler. Like I said to you earlier, the gluing takes longer because I let the glue go off properly. And I have got the tap and die kit here. I've just still been lazy. I think the next restoration I do, I'll use the tap and die kit. But with that, please like, share and subscribe. Stay tuned for more wheel swaps, details, customs and restorations and all that good stuff in the future. And I'll see you all very soon. Thanks for watching.